Yes, we have some great news for you guys today. Are you excited to tell them?
I am.
We're back. Gotcha. I'm just kidding. We're back with another episode of Fruit Hoops. We're here to talk a little shit, talk some sports, enjoy ourselves. Just kidding. I feel like a phone sex operator there. This ain't that kind of podcast. This ain't that kind of call me now for your free. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got Scott cracking up over here. I guess I did my job.
Gosh.
Just let him compose himself for a quick second.
I'm sorry. It's just like funny to me that like you just do that because I don't really ever expect that. That one I did not expect that. You have some great like opening lines, but that one, yeah, great openings. You know, just, so like that was fun. I love the shock value that you give me when I'm like, oh,
that's why I don't tell you what I'm gonna say. It just comes off the top of the head, and I'm just like, you know what? Be crazy with it.
I'm all for it. I love it. I love crazy. If you ain't crazy, then you boring and you're not my friend.
I mean, no, I ain't boring. I don't think I can ever be crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 5150 crazy. Like I might need to be checked into a mental
5150, so you're 101?
Do you know what that means?
No. What's 5150?
It means that you need to be checked into like a psych hospital. It's like, she's 5150.
I've never heard that.
I might be using that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Oh, interesting. Okay. For those who are new to the podcast and following, we talk shit, talk sports, and have fun. And normally, we talk about some of our favorite sports and things that we follow the most, like basketball, football. He loves tennis. But this time, we're going to open up to our own experiences and lack of knowledge in other sports that maybe we wish we knew more of or things that we're interested in, and seeing if you guys would like chime in about it in the comments. Because,
I mean, as much as we do love sports, personally for me, I don't follow all sports, and I wish I did. So this is a great opportunity for like me to engage with people and like have some conversation, have some like comments and like, chat. Comments. Come chat with us. What's the sport for you that you wish that you knew a little bit more about, or like maybe tried when you were younger and just didn't happen? It wasn't in your cards.
It wasn't. Okay, so it's a basic answer, but just because globally, I think soccer would be really cool if I knew more about it. Mm-hmm. Because one, they make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Globally, like I said, it's great. But it's just like something I wish I knew more. It just seems like a cool sport, and maybe because I also really fell in love with the show Ted Lasso.
Such a great show. That was a really good show. I didn't know much about soccer either, and I was like, ooh, football is life.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a great slogan, That is a good show. And soccer, I don't know much about soccer either. All I know is they got, like, hot great legs and beautiful men.
But it's just, like, as a casual person watching it, when I watched it growing up when my friends were playing, I didn't understand it. And there is so much more to the sport. So I think maybe because as being older and appreciating other sports that it's like, oh, I can see it, I can get it, I can get the talent, I can get the strategy.
Like, do you know what offsides means?
Yeah, it's when someone is in a...
I ain't talking about football, I'm talking about this football, not this football.
No, it's when someone is like past the line that you're not supposed to be when someone's kicking the ball, right? It's like being in an area where you're not allowed to be in when someone is like a defender or something like that, right? Like, it's like how you're lined up. Isn't it like a spot? Like, you can't...
Honestly, I don't know. Even when I played FIFA, I didn't understand offsides. I think you can't be in front of the defender. Or
I think that's what it is. You can't. There's like a certain, maybe a distance or something. Huh. Ooh, this is so bad.
Yeah, like, I'm so sorry. For those who play soccer, like, we're probably butchering this really bad, and this is why we're having this conversation, because we want to learn. We're not naive to learning. We want to hear about the sport and like take notes and maybe come play one day and not be offsides. Well, I'm not gonna play because I'll be the goalie, but.
You would rather have all that pressure?
No, because if somebody yells at me for letting a goal score, I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't know. I mean, running's not really like my forte. I'll run 3 miles on a treadmill and be like, that's it for the week. But like, they run 3 miles in like 3 minutes in soccer.
Oh yeah, they're constantly running.
Yeah.
You can't hide in the corner either, where you're like, just trying to catch my breath.
Girl, you gotta constantly move. Mm-hmm. That's why goalies, you just stand there and be like this. I'd be like this.
The ball comes at you kind of hard though. Like when they kick it.
I feel like if I was playing soccer and I didn't like the goalie, I would just kick it at their face and hopefully they move. Get a goal that way.
What sport would you be interested in?
I know we've talked about this before, and not just saying this because of like the attractiveness of these people that play the sport, but just genuinely want to learn because I don't know shit about it. Rugby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know why. Why are you picking that person up? And why are you putting them on your shoulders? Like why are you guys?
They put people on their shoulders?
They might be on their shoulders and like.
Are they at a rave?
This is rugby rave. I'm pretty sure that like they lift people on their shoulders to catch the ball for some reason, and I don't know why. Like, they do it once in a while. I'm like, why now? Are you just like you want some nuts on your neck this time? Like, is it time for nuts on the neck?
They're some big ass dudes though.
They are some big dudes. Like that sport, I'd probably fit in with because like, actually no, I'm not trying to get hit like that with no pads on.
No, girl, they be tackling people and pulling them down.
Right? Like you see these football players that like are massive, yes, but they have pads, they have protection. These dudes have, I guess they have protection. They got layers of muscle.
Yeah, just
Lots of
themselves.
muscle.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you just butted heads with that dude.
Is it as big as a football field or is it a little shorter?
Another question, you're asking the wrong girl.
Yeah, we got to find this stuff out. So if you guys know.
Is there a gay rugby league out here?
Actually, I think so. I think someone actually mentioned it to us once when we mentioned being interested in rugby a long time ago. Like, there's a gay rugby league. So we should look into it.
Yeah, let's look into that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
No, I want to know. I want to know how you score your points. Like, why do you slide in the end zone? Or
they slide?
Some of them like slide face first, or like, is that like what you're supposed to do when you score? Is slide?
I don't know. Slide to the
slide
left.
in that. Let me slide up in it. No lube.
No, girl.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Just straight water.
I think other sports that are really cool, like underappreciated, are things like ping pong and badminton. Did you ever watch those? Like, you ever see highlights of them? Just how crazy they are.
I've seen highlights of ping pong, and I'm like, my eyes don't work that quick.
The little ball like this.
That depth perception is way off for me. I'm like, I have struggle like playing tennis, looking at the ball in the light.
It's kind of crazy how far they're hitting off the table too.
Yeah. Like, how are you 10 feet away from the table and like putting some like top spin on it?
And they also seem like they're swinging with all of their might for such a small distance.
Right?
Like, I'm not trying to hate it, just the way it looks. It looks
impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very impressive. And so is badminton. Badminton's one of those sports like that little ball coming at you. What is it called?
Birdie.
That little birdie coming at your face, about to shit on you.
Like a seagull.
Yeah, but I mean, I see like in badminton it kind of dies down when they hit it at you. Mm-hmm. But you still got it coming real quick. You gotta like have some reflexes to like.
Yeah, usually I'm like,
gotta catch 'em all.
But it is like, I like the long rallies. I think that's always fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And I like watching how athletic they are because they're constantly like really jumping high in the air. Like, they're not just standing on the ground. Like, they're moving a lot. Like,
yeah, their lateral movements are insane.
Mm-hmm. Are there any sports that during the Olympics becomes every 4 years, like winter or summer, like that you're very interested in because it's more national?
I'm a huge fan of like track and field Olympics. It's one sport aside from like basketball. That's one sport that I always like try to watch religiously when the Olympics come around. I just think it's so impressive how people's bodies move that fucking fast.
Oh yeah,
that cameraman's body running next to them, that's impressive. I'm just kidding. I know it's not the cameraman. I know it's on like a pulley. But that's really fucking cool. I mean, to be running that fast, you like a little cheat out there.
I just think when I'm watching it, you are choosing to run for fun and to sprint. Like, I understand running in other sports because that's part of it, but I'm like, you are like, let me just run for a long time or just sprint really fast. Like, that's tiring. Or like long distance people.
But imagine having that title of being like, I am the fastest fucking man or woman in the world. That is an amazing title to have.
Yeah, like, that is actually really cool.
I am up there. I am the fastest human being to walk this earth right now.
That would be actually really cool, though, to say that.
I'd be like, I am the slowest human being to walk this earth right now. I'm like, hurdle that. I'm like, I ain't hurdling that.
You ain't hurdle shit, no.
I ain't about to hurdle that. You want me to have some bruises? Mm-mm.
I would be like, hey, you going to be on time? Am I not the fastest person in the world?
I'm like, do you know me? I'm always punctual. Watch this. Pew.
Bam.
I'm there. I would just run everywhere, to be honest. Like, especially in LA, you beat so much traffic if you just ran everywhere.
I mean, oh my gosh. I don't know. I look at like people who are doing long distance. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Also, like people who are choosing to run. I'm like, you are choosing to run for miles at a time. That's not fun. Like when people do a marathon.
No, man. You would never catch me in a marathon ever.
Or people who do triathlons.
Damn sure ain't about to catch me doing that.
You look like you were like, no, I never in hell.
A drinking triathlon, catch me in it.
Yeah, catch me outside.
Like, look, drink here, run there. Drink there, run there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to throw up on the way, but I'll do it.
Those are some of the most in shape people because they're swimming, running, and bicycling.
You gotta know everything. I mean, yeah, that'd be fun to watch.
Okay, I was going to say to what? Yeah,
to watch. I got a bike. I ain't rode it in 3 years.
You got a bike?
I got it during pandemic.
Tricycle.
Fuck you. I got it during the pandemic because I was like, I need to exercise. I can't just sit in this house and watch movies all day.
And you need some WD-40 for that bike?
Now I do. I need new tires for it because it's been flat for 2 years. But it's a really good bike, and I need to actually get back into it. I used to love riding that bike.
Is there a sport that you think is underappreciated? Cricket?
I don't know. Let me see. Underappreciated?
Yeah.
Like in the Olympics or in general?
I think in general.
Oh. I mean, no, actually, that's not true. I was going to say volleyball, but I think volleyball gets a pretty good amount of recognition.
It does. But I think more so if you're only like in the volleyball world.
Yeah.
I think volleyball to me, as someone who's played it, it's one of those sports that people think they can play because it looks like it's easy, but it's actually really not.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I've really ever played volleyball was like in high school and like middle school. And it's only because like the PE teacher made me, you know.
We should go to the beach and play beach volleyball.
That I would love to do.
Even though beach is very different than indoor, but like it's still very fun.
This is a little more stamina like induced because
you're running in the sand.
Yeah, that sand is gonna tear you up.
Girl, I can't run. I'm bad at beach volleyball because my timing jump in the air is so different. But like it's nice to know that I can dive on the sand
and not get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I played spike ball at the beach once, and I was dying.
We used to play spike ball together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we used to play spike ball a lot.
Yeah,
we used to play that shit like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, we were very into it.
Yeah, we were.
We should play it.
That'd be actually kind of fun to like see where we are now. We should do it on the beach. Nah, I ain't doing it on the beach because I might die.
Yeah, it's a lot of running in there. You know, I think is kind of underappreciated. It might be a little bit harder when you're watching it really fast. Like it's diving. Diving's kind of interesting.
That is cool. Like again with this cameraman, the cameraman jumping in the water with them.
Girl, no.
I'm just kidding. I know it's all like they throw a GoPro in with them, whatever.
It's kind of crazy though. They're super athletic. You know, it's kind of like gymnasts in a sense, maybe like diving into the water because what they're doing, they're always toned and in shape. So it's all like their own body weight or whatever it is. Like, how do you train for that? You think?
I don't know. Do you just jump off? Like, I honestly have no idea.
Do you think you would just jump off the board? Like,
you just jump off the board onto like a flat mat?
Maybe.
Because how do you even? I mean, I guess it'd be best to practice those flips into the water just in case, so you don't break your neck. Even though if you do jump high enough, hitting that water is gonna be like hitting concrete.
But like, they're always so toned. So what is it? Do you think that is about them that's making them so toned? Like just.
I think they just have to stay in shape in general, so you can cause like the least amount of splash. You want to be as tiny as possible.
Yeah, a lot of divers are very attractive too.
We watch them Olympics. They be taking them showers. Like, okay, España.
It's about that time of the episode where we're coming to an end. And what do we do, Ty?
We do a fun little brick or swish. For those of you that don't know what a brick or swish is, we would describe it to you in the best way that we can.
Ew, what are you doing with your voice?
I'm getting like my phone sex operative voice going on right now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to hang up though if you talk to me like that.
Probably me too. No, I'm just kidding. So Burger Swish, we used to talk about like a sport, a topic, a man, a woman, anybody, anything that we find like relevant to the time being. And a brick is like, nah, like give it to the wolves, let them eat that shit up. We don't like it. Tomatoes. Throw them at the crowd. A swish is like, we love it, we like it, we want some more of it. Like, give it to us. So this week's Breaker Swish is this. I mean, the episode won't come out till after, but we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl teams. With that being like the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. I think you guys know with my response to that who I am going to brick and who I'm going to swish. But I'm gonna let Scott take this one over and give you his opinion first.
I will be on the same boat as you, and we are both swishing.
Is that boat coming from the Philippines?
Fresh off. Oh my gosh. If y'all are ever gonna keep following us, make sure you have a thick skin and good sense of humor.
Yeah, we talk some shit. We have fun. Hey, look, this is my best friend. I can say whatever I want. That's funny. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Niners along with you because I just am tired of the Chiefs winning. I don't want them to be a dynasty anymore. I just don't want it. I don't know why. No, for some reason it rubs me the wrong way. I'm also a Joe Burrow guy, so it's kind of like a little rivalry between the Chiefs and the Bengals. But
yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be. The Bengals and the Chiefs, but like it was actually supposed to be the Lions and the Ravens, but whatever.
Speaking of boats, yeah, it's supposed to be Baltimore and Detroit.
Yeah, girl, Hennessy sales up through the roof.
Yeah, the Super Bowl fucked up that one.
Yeah, they really did. The script was fucked on that. They should have followed the script. They went off script for that one.
But
again, again, like you said, the dynasty team. It's always nice to have a dynasty team, but this is giving me like Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers vibe, like 4 years in a row. Like, I'm tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
They've been to the Super Bowl last 4 of the 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm all for dynasties. I just don't want the dynasty to be the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. I don't want Kermit to be on stage talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that was, but that was my impression of it.
It's pretty spot on to me because that's what he sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I'm also going Niner gang, baby.
Just for that Sunday, though.
Just for that Sunday. And then I'm going back to the Broncos.
Yeah. I'm all for that, too. So we're both going to go for the Niners, and hopefully next time we're back on this podcast, that it is the result we want.
Yeah, next time we're back on this podcast, if the Niners win, I'll wear like a Niners shirt. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Gotcha.
And on that note, guys, we are going to head out. We love you.
Love you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Keep following, subscribe, and
we'll see you next time.
Hopefully with the Chiefs losing.
We'll see you when it's hella thick.
Yes. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.